I was speaking with Kesar Presser and Sabah Homasi, who's coming off a first round knockout at Bellator 282. Sabah, how are you?
Good, man. Can't complain. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm very happy to be talking with you, man. It's been 4 days since your fight. How you feeling?
Feel great, man. I just I need to go get my right hand checked out. So once that gets checked and cleared, then I'm just looking to get back in there.
Is that an injury from the fight, or is that a pre-existing injury?
Yeah, injury from the fight.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, the fight only lasted less than a minute. How'd you feel about it?
Felt great. Obviously lasted under a minute. So, he threw a kick, tried to go low on a calf kick. I checked it, so I have some swelling to my left shin. But other than that, man, it didn't last very long. Landed a big shot, put him away.
What was the game plan going into the fight?
Exactly what you saw.
Knock him out. Knock him out.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I'm either coming home with my shield or on it, man. That's how I fight,
I mean, and we all love it for it. We all love you for it, man. I wanted to ask you, well, actually first, how'd you celebrate the win?
To be honest, I didn't do shit. After the fight, we went to, I got kicked out of the arena. After that happened, I met my girlfriend and my manager, Brian Butler, Chris Creech, and River. Sorry, no S on the end, but met him at the center bar over there and had a couple drinks, and I guess we celebrated with pizza. Went to a place over there, grabbed some pizza, and we were streaming the fights through the phone. And I wasn't supposed to get back into the arena, but I snuck back in there for the main event because there was no way I was missing Johnny winning world title. So went in there, watched that fight happen, and then got out of there.
You said you got kicked out of the arena? Well,
yeah.
How come?
Well, man, I don't know. I just after the interviews, I went and I did my interviews after the fight. I went and got changed, shot over to do the interviews after the fight, and then I'm walking back to the locker room, and the commission was telling me that I wasn't allowed to be back there. I'm like, I'm allowed to be back here. I got approval. I got approval from Mike Hogan. He's like, you're good. You can come back to the locker room. I had 5 other teammates on the card. So I'm walking back, and, she was catching an attitude with me. And she was like maybe the 5th or 6th person that told me that I wasn't allowed back. I was like, listen, I got approval from Mike Hogan. Everything's okay. She's like, no. She went batshit crazy. Can't be back here. She said, you need to calm down. You need to check your tone down. And she's saying this to me, yelling at me. So I gave her a little piece of my mind back. And then she's like, gotcha. We're going to call the cops. You got to leave the whole arena. You got to get out of here as soon as possible. I was like, okay, send everyone over to my dressing room. And I walked over, and sure enough, everyone came over to the dressing room.
Damn.
Yeah. So that was
it. Well, sounds like a kind of wild, entertaining, kind of annoying night.
Yeah, dude, it was literally nonstop. Dustin and I were getting back to the locker room, and we were just, she wasn't having it, and neither was
I. Well, so I wanted to ask you, so the whole weigh-ins thing, man. What started that? What started the push? What started the kind of bickering? Like, what was that about?
Man, Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday night, Tuesday evening. Johnny and I go downstairs to go get a sweat. He's in the blue corner. I'm in the red corner. There was no one down there. It was late. I believe it was like 8 o'clock at night, maybe later. And the red corner room was cold. So we decided to stay in the blue corner because it was nice and hot in there. No one was in there. I was like, whatever. If he comes in here, no problem. We'll go back. We'll go into the red not an issue. So I was like, yeah, all right, if he comes in, whatever. So next thing you know, he comes in, and automatically out of respect for him, because it's obviously his workout room. I was like, hey man, sorry. I was like, didn't think you would be in here, but if you need the room, I can gladly walk over to the red corner and work out over there. Motherfucker's just sitting there looking at me. So I thought two things. This guy doesn't speak English, or he's just a dickhead and not responding to me. So I said something. I was like, all right. I said, all right, motherfucker, act like you don't hear me. And got back into the room, and then me and Johnny are just obviously fucking around. So he leaves, comes back in with his coach to check his weight. And that was it. Obviously I stopped working, moving around with Johnny until he left. And then day of weigh-ins, guy catches me off guard, speaks to me in English, says he's going to kill me, and then walks up to me and gives me a little headbutt. Motherfucker's lucky I didn't slap him right there on stage. So I gave him a fucking shove, and then he tried running after me like he was going to do something. I'll punch him in his fucking mouth backstage. That's not a problem. Don't run up on me acting like you're going to do something, because then you're threatening me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you're going to do, if you're going to do something or not, but you might as well do something if you're running up on me like that.
Right.
But, nothing happened. So that's why there was like, the bad blood kind of, sort of. But, after the fight, I told him, I was like, hey man, nothing but respect, It's like, I understand we're fighting each other. This is a sport at the end of the day, like there should be some sort of respect between the two fighters. And, I don't know this guy personally. I'm sure he's a great guy. He doesn't know me personally. If I ask you a question, being nice to you because I'm in your workout room, just fucking answer me. And then go back to being a dick. You could have your tough guy look on your face all you want. But I'm asking you a question out of respect because it's your workout room. At least respond to me and say, no, it's okay. I'm just checking my weight. Or, yeah, sure, go to your workout room. Something, but the guy just looked at me, gave me a dirty look, and that just rubbed me the wrong way.
Gotcha.
And I'm not saying we got to be buddy before the fight. Hey, if that's what you do pre-fight, cool, run with it. But I just thought I would, he would say, okay, no, you're good. Or, yeah, can you please go to your record? But nothing. I got nothing from him. Just gave me a dirty look.
Gotcha. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing that with me, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how's it feel to be back on a win streak again, man? And you're looking good doing it.
Yeah. It feels great, man. I'm really able to go in there now and perform like the way I do in the gym, and just putting everything together perfectly. Mentally I'm there. Mentally I'm just in a great spot. Physically I'm in a great spot. So I feel like the best is yet to come for me.
Awesome, man.
So
Awesome.
I'm excited for the next couple fights.
Speaking of that, who do you want? Is there anybody in mind you want to fight next?
Anybody. I really don't care. I've been having this conversation with everyone. They ask me, who do I want to fight and stuff like that. Bro, look at my resume, man. Ask Bellator if there's any issue. They literally call, hey, you want to fight? I'll fucking say yes before they even tell me the name. I don't sit here and pick and choose my opponents. Neiman Gracie, I'd like to fight him. Anyone in the top 10, they give me anyone in the top 10. I actually spoke to Brennan Ward after the fight. So apparently, his fans come onto my page, fight Brennan Ward, and then all this kind of shit. But apparently, it's really weird because according to my manager, he doesn't want the fight. Brennan Ward doesn't want the fight. I spoke to Brennan Ward, after all this shit that's been going on online. He's walking past me in the arena when I snuck back in for Johnny's fight. And he looked at me, like gave me a nod for respect. And then I looked at him back and I gave him one back. And I was like, let me go talk to this motherfucker. I hopped over the goddamn seat and I ran up on him. I was like, yo, let's make this goddamn fight happen, bro. I was like, what are we waiting on? He's like, yeah, man, let's do it. Let's do it. You know, of course, let's. But I was like, yeah, dude, it'll be a fight. It'll be a fight for the fans. I was like, everyone's gonna fucking love it. Let's do it. So he agreed to me in the arena. We'll see if it actually comes to fruition.
Yeah. Oh, that fight is ridiculous.
Yeah, man, it'll be good. It'll be good, man.
Yeah,
You know.
honestly, man. Well, I did want to talk about American Top Team, man. It was a great night for you guys. Just wanted your thoughts on Johnny winning the title, and then Danny just dominating, and then talking shit to the crowd. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it is great, man. Danny's an entertainer. You know, he's definitely got that persona. He's exciting. You know, hey, you either love the guy or hate the guy. You're gonna watch him. You know, you're gonna tune in. You're gonna watch his fight, love or hate him. You know, and that's how it goes for every fighter. Either you love him or you hate him. But guess what? You're still gonna tune in to watch. You know, so that's Danny. Johnny's he's a stud, man. Kid is, you know, that's why he's a world champion. You know, and not only is he a world champion, take a look who he took the title from. You know, dominated him all 5 rounds. It was a great night for ATT. You know, we just had one speed bump with Cody, but he's super young, man, super young, and he's definitely going to grow from it. I mean, if anyone is going to grow and you're going to see it very quickly, it's going to be from Cody. You know, he's just a very dedicated, gifted kid. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I am a huge Cody Law fan, professionally and personally. I love that guy, and I think, you know, most fighters say you learn the most from your loss, from your first loss,
absolutely,
from your loss, and so he'll learn from it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And trust me, I'm one to speak, man. I got 10 L's on my record, you know, and I learned tremendously from each and every one of them.
Which loss did you lose? Which loss did you learn the most from?
The most, man, you know, it's in the beginning of my career, I was taking fights left and right, fighting guys more experienced. I don't think I was on the level of guys. I didn't really have guidance, you know, early off in my career. But it was really hard for me to get fights because I was coming out of American Top Team. No guys, you know, when I made my pro debut in 2009, I couldn't get a fight to save my life. I was fighting once, maybe twice a year if I was lucky, for years, you know, because I couldn't get, and that's why any fight that came my way, short notice or whatever, I would just take it because I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to fight. When am I going to fight? You know? So I would take anything that came my way. Man, but I want to say the daily fight, I learned a lot from, you know, I learned a lot from big time because I really blew my load in the first round, you know. I blew my wad. And when realistically, you know, I heard the guy, I need to pull back, go back to the basics. Let's get back to what got me there in the first place. You know, that's what I should have done. But I didn't, you know, but now I know. And dude, you know, I'm powerful. I hit hard, you know, and I could end the fight at any moment. So I just need to know when to pull back on the gas, you know when to pull back, recover, and then explode again, you know. So it's now I'm finding a rhythm, not just in fights, but in training. You know, I feel great in the gym, and I'm actually putting it all together in the fights. So I got 2 back-to-back first round finishes right now, you know. And I haven't been, I think I'm super clear-minded going into these past 2 fights. You know, it's very comfortable, and I think that's what is making me a dangerous man in there now. You know, because how comfortable I am in there.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. I did want to ask finally. So Antonio Carlos Jr. and Omari Ahmed were fighting in the playoffs, teammates. Remind me, have you ever fought a teammate before?
Have I ever fought a teammate before?
Yeah.
Sparring sessions. Sparring sessions.
All right.
Yep.
That's true.
No, but no, never as like, a professional bout. No.
Gotcha. So, I mean, in your situation, if you were fighting a teammate, and it's such big stakes, like would you like how would you control that? Like, is because Antonio said that like American Top Team is so professional and everyone knows what's up. Like, you don't have to split the camps, you don't have to go to different camps. But like for you personally,
No,
would you have to split a camp?
absolutely not, man. It's different in PFL, obviously, because they have the bracket style tournaments, right? The $1 million tournaments going on. So obviously they're going to match you up on, and it all depends on how many guys are in that weight class fighting. So if there's 2, 3 guys in that bracket, you might be fighting each other sooner than you expect, right? But it's all understandable. It's like I wouldn't fight a teammate, but I'm not in PFL. I'm not in a tournament style. Um, my teammate Yaroslav holds the title in the welterweight division for Bellator. I would never fight him unless it was for a world title, to fight him for the title, and that's just respect. Like there's no reason to fight each other, but if it's for a world title, everyone understands that. It's not. This is it's a game that we all have the same goal, right? Everyone wants to be great. Everyone wants to be the greatest. And who's going to turn down a world championship? No one is. You're gonna. And at the end of the day, if I ever do fight a teammate, we're going to be able to shake hands afterwards, or probably hang out right afterwards. It's not going to be any bad blood. It's business, man. It's just a sport. I don't go into any fight with actual hate towards someone. Hate's a strong word. This is a game that we're all trying to excel in and climb up the rankings, possibly become a world champion, whatever your goal is in the sport. And there's no need to hold grudges or hate someone. So if I fight a teammate in the near future, it's the friendship that we have will still remain there.
Gotcha.
Win or lose, it'll be there.
Gotcha. Awesome. Thank you for that, man. Awesome. Sabah, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, man. If you want to plug your social media, plug any sponsors you got, you want to thank anybody, the floor is yours.
Yeah, actually, I just want to say something really quick. My buddy Austin Grogan dropped a bomb on me a week, 2 weeks before the fight. Some personal information that he's going through, and I just want him to stay strong and beat the troubles he's having right now, which I know he will. I have faith he will. He already overcame something major, and he will overcome something again. He's battling cancer, so I just want him to stay strong and come on top of this. And then also my friend Jeff's girlfriend, she had open heart surgery, so I wish her speedy recovery. And to my sponsors, Fresh and Lean, Perfect Sports, Big Boy Auto Marine, Whitetail Properties, shit, I can't even fucking think of all of them, but yeah, thank you guys.